Hi everyone, it's Sayaka from Triad City Beat. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the managing editor of an independent local newspaper that's based in North Carolina covering Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and High Point. We've been operating since 2014, and this past February we celebrated our 10-year anniversary. I'm here today to be very honest and transparent about what's going on at Triad City Beat. Brian Clarey, our founder and publisher, will be leaving Triad City Beat next month in January. And along with that, we are also facing some financial difficulties that mean that we may not be able to continue operating next year. And so with all of that said, we are coming to the community to ask for your support. For the last 10 years, Triad City Beat has worked with a small but dedicated staff to bring hard-hitting investigative news, relevant cultural stories, and incisive opinion. And during the pandemic, we were out almost every day and night reporting. With every election cycle, we put out a comprehensive election guide that covers every race from the president down to local school board. And those are the stories, and that's the coverage that's at stake. We know that local news is important. With the dwindling other local outlets, we know that misinformation can grow, the information divide widens, and partisanship can grow in that gap. And with another Trump term on the way, we know that robust local news is going to be paramount. But it's not just about politics. For the last 10 years, Triad City Beat has been open and clear about being a paper that upholds its values of anti-racism, of equity, of equality. We are staunch supporters of the LGBTQ community. We write and advocate for the unhoused community. These are stories that we know our community wants and needs, and we want to continue doing. To that end, in the last year, we started calling ourselves the People's Paper so that we could have a better connection with you and to listen to the kinds of stories that the community wants. We also refocused our election coverage in the last year so that it's not just candidate focused. We did our first town hall earlier this year, and then we also put out a reader survey to see what kind of election coverage readers wanted. We also did our inaugural reverse town halls that put voters at the center of the conversation. And again, these are the kinds of things that are at stake. Lastly, to be very transparent, Triad City Beat has been a passion project for everybody who has worked here. And unfortunately, that means that in the entirety of its existence, none of the people who have worked here have made that much money. We've been underpaid, under market value, and we love this paper and we've kept doing it because we have a passion for it and we believe in its mission. But we are at a crossroads and we need some significant help. So starting today, we're going to be aiming to raise $20,000 by the end of January so that we can continue operating in 2025. This paper is important to me. It's important to Gail. It was important to Brian for so many years, and he is still very supportive of, having this paper continue without him. And we know that this paper is important to many of you in the community too. So we're being honest and we're just coming to you and asking for your support. As always, we appreciate you and we couldn't do this without you. Thanks.